to PureGold. You guys know, I'm gonna break down these games real quick. We have a big slate of baseball today, some WNBA. Just quick recap of yesterday. We had the Hamilton Tigers in the CFL. Told you guys, take the Saskatchewan -6 and flip it. So make Tigers win by 6. Basically, they were underdogs, or just pick the money line if you guys didn't have that. Whatever you did, even if you picked the spread, whatever you did, we came out on top. The NFL is pretty. There's some quarterbacks in there that's pretty horrible. What I tell you guys about Seattle? Seattle, I told you they won already. They only mustered up 7 points. It was a good game though. Like very defensive game if you like defense. There wasn't a lot of scoring, and Dallas came up on top. I don't think Dallas is gonna win a lot of games by the way they were playing, but that's something we will have to see. But it's just I'm just happy the NFL's back. Something to watch, something to whether or not you're making the bread or not yet, because the bread will be made. I know some people took it easy the first preseason, but also I know people went crazy. So some people are already down before the season even started, and that you got to be careful about, you know. So in other news, baseball, Joshua Vaz, a rookie that the Cardinals picked up from the Dominican Republic in 2021. So that's a while ago. He made his debut yesterday against the Cubs, and he smashed the shit out of them Cubs. He's the first baseball player, rookie at that, to home run his first three at bats in the major league. So the first three times he went to the plate, he home run. Was a 2-run home run, a solo home run, and a 2-1 home run. So he did what he needed to do. Honestly, he could just quit right now. He's the best rookie. He made history. His name is forever in the books till someone else does it. And it's hard to do. Like first you have to be a good rookie to even be able to bat so much in your first appearance. Then you have like there's a lot of things that come up to getting a home run each time in your first at bat. So shout outs to him. He did a good job. The sore loser of the day was the Aces. The Mystics did what they needed to do at home. Mystics is a like not a sure thing, but damn near a sure thing. It's on the road, different story. At home though, Mystics, I'll take them every single time. Now, Vegas. Vegas is gonna have some problems. They like Asia dropped 40, I think, but it's over 30. They still lost. That's the problem with these guys. Well, these girls. It's Chelsea Gray. I'm gonna blame it on Chelsea Gray. If Chelsea Gray does not dominate her matchup, which she should have, because Chelsea Gray is like a super veteran. She's been in the league for so long. Her matchup is basically a rookie and a shooting guard that doesn't even play defense, and a third person in Collier that just came off an injury. So like, if you can take advantage of these things, you have a long time. You have Asia doing everything. Jackie Young is trying to do everything, but Chelsea is the anger. If Chelsea plays good, they don't lose, but she got to play good, and she got outplayed last night from a rookie and a couple players that don't even play good defense. So that's pretty embarrassing if you ask me. They didn't come through. They had a little run. They had their chances, but in the playoffs, that's gonna be something. It looks like a team that like everybody's scared of, I should say. But what I've noticed with that team, it's hard to beat somebody when everybody scores. And if everybody's scoring, people will tell you, well, the team is very good. Or they will tell you that the opposing team is not playing defense. And you're wondering, how does that make sense? Well, where's the game plan? How is everybody scoring? How are we not stopping somebody? How is the game plan not, we're going to let someone score, whoever it is, and not let this person score, or we're going to double team, or whatever the hell you're going to do? You're just going to play straight up when you know you guys can't play straight up. That's one of the problems. That's why Vegas has 12 losses. They're like, you'll see what I'm talking about. And in the playoffs, I don't know how this is going to work, but they need to get a better game plan. Obviously, they're in a better position than New York. New York is a whole different. That's a whole different discussion. But better game plan. But Minnesota, they're looking like a team to be reckoned with, a team to be reckoned with. So let's go into these MLB games quick. We have some daytime MLB. So let's go into these quick. I don't like all the games, but I like some games. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 15 games. Let's go by let's go by threes. So the first three, you have Tampa Bay against Baltimore, Boston against Pittsburgh, Atlanta against Arizona. Okay. Mm, right here we have Pittsburgh. Honestly, I'm liking Pittsburgh in this spot right here against Boston. Yes, they just lost against these guys, right? But let me tell you guys something. Let me tell you guys something right now, okay? This is for the series right here. 0 and 4. They lost four. They basically didn't score shit. I like to back the team who didn't score anything the last game. So Pittsburgh on the money line and the Baltimore Tampa Bay game. I'm not touching. I would pick Tampa Bay, but I find that's too easy. And like with the juice that they're paying for Tampa Bay, I don't think that it's worth it, especially if you look at the history. Baltimore has been favored the last 6 games and won all the games they've basically when basically the last 10 games, okay, the last 4 games, Tampa Bay was favorite and they lost all of them. So Baltimore at plus money is the only way to go. Do I feel comfortable doing that? Not really, but it's the only way I would do it because I don't see any other way. Like now you're just gambling. Went to Arizona. Well, we all know who's the better team. Soroka's on the mound against Elder. Arizona has these guys numbered though. Arizona, for some reason, Atlanta can't beat Arizona, and that is the biggest issue that's going on here. Like, why can't they beat Arizona? That's one. If you look in their last 10 games, the last 10 games, right? Atlanta only beat Arizona two times. That's one, and both of them came this year. So last year they ain't beat them. April they beat them. Arizona keeps whopping them. I'm only picking Arizona here. I think out of all three we just named, Arizona is the most for the bang of your buck. So the next three, New York and Toronto, San Diego, Cleveland, Washington, and the Mets. So should we do the New York parlay? Brooklyn and Manhattan together, the New York Yankees and the New York Mets together in one, or honestly, the Washington and the Mets, no play. New York and Toronto, Cease against Weathers. The last time Weathers was on the mound, he got smoked, smoked. So I'm looking for a bounce back. Okay, Guerrero's out. All these pitchers are out. These two teams, okay, these two teams, this is a skull and bones, man. This is a skull and bones. And look, they put it at six because they know it's a skull and bones. So the way I would attack this, first three under two, okay. For the plus money, get it under two. You could pay a little for the 3.5 if you want. Um, I'm gonna go to Toronto sweeping you guys. Like no average. Like who's New York? New York. And you know what's gonna be crazy about this game? A lot of people gonna look at this shit, see Yankees at plus money, and be like, "Yo, we're gonna have to pick the Yankees." But there's a reason why Yankees at plus money, and also Toronto's been playing garbage. So I could see where the books is gonna make their money in this game, but I wouldn't pick the Yankees. It's all about Toronto or nothing. San Diego, Mize against Bibey. I don't know about you, but Cleveland hasn't been playing really good. San Diego Padres has been playing very good. And this is another one like Cleveland doesn't beat San Diego. Yes, they won yesterday, but for some reason it's the matchup or some shit. What is this? Oh, what the over under? Damn, this is another under for me. Like I would pick San Diego, do 29 and 32 on the road. Same thing as Cleveland at home, 29 and 32 at home. And then these guys, Vikings on the road or at home. The wins, one is below 500, one is above 500. Uh, this is a tough one, but under, under for sure. And the Mets no play in that game. Next three, we have the White Sox, Detroit, Miami, Cincinnati, Minnesota, and Philadelphia. So Detroit and the White Sox. Detroit, they haven't been as bad as I thought they would have been, especially giving away their top pitcher. I thought, but they've been holding their own. And the White Sox, we all know White Sox is like trash, but the White Sox has been playing good baseball, and they're actually over 50%. So the White Sox is a good team. If you've been betting the White Sox, right, like money line every game, you're up about $1,300. That's not bad at all. That's $100 picks, like $100 every money line. If you've been betting 100 on Detroit every money line, you're down 1,200. So Do you see like the White Sox? You're up 13. The Detroit, you're down 12. So what are you guys gonna do? You know, you have Detroit here as favorite. White Sox won yesterday as underdog. White Sox won the other day as underdog. The White Sox is going for the sweep right now, right? Basically, and the White Sox are in first. I think the White Sox is White Sox at underdog again. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? This has to be a sweep because they're trying to take over these guys for first place in their division. They couldn't do it. It has to be Chicago White Sox. Money line. Only way. Cincinnati, Philly. So Cincinnati and Miami. They're Marlins. They're Marlins. They're not really making no money right now, but let's see what they're doing right now. You bet $100 on each Marlins game. Today you would have $49. Imagine that, $49. The whole season. That's crazy. For 124 games, and you made $49 on the Marlins. And people call them the money Marlins. Cincinnati now, if you bet 100 on their games, you have you don't have nothing. You lost $310. So these basically teams are a losing proposition. That's the only way you're gonna look at this. These teams are a losing proposition. You feel what I'm saying? And like the way I'm looking at this, jeez. Like I don't even know how anybody could bet these things. There's no money in these. Like it gets to a point in the season where you just can't bet everything. Like it's fun. Don't get you guys are talking to someone. I'm telling you, it's fun. You have a lot of volume, a lot of a lot of highs and all that. So like, and it's fun to have action. Like, what the fuck? You like to see, you're about to win this or the potential of winning this. You have some action. You could do so and so. You know what I'm saying? You're ready. Now, these certain games, you cannot wait to the end. Like, you can do whatever the fuck you want, but you cannot wait to the end because it's so risky. Anything can happen. So when you're attacking these games, you're attacking like first fives, you're attacking player props, you're attacking over unders. You're not trying to go to the full end of the game because anything can happen. And this is why these are two teams that don't make you money. Now, when they meet up against each other, worse because you have two teams that don't know if they want to win or don't want to win or they don't know what they want to do. So you look at it like this, these teams they're not good propositions for you. So I wouldn't even try to touch that, to be honest with you. I wouldn't even try to touch that. Got Philly, Minnesota. Hmm. Philly, Minnesota. Kerman and Painter. This is a good one right here. This is a good one right here because damn, damn. You see these divisions? The Minnesota Twins, okay? Like, I don't know if you guys noticed, but the Minnesota Twins, they're really out here trying to put in some work. They're not as bad as you would think. Like, you're only down $132 betting on them. Philadelphia's a better team, but you know what's crazy? You're down 1,300 with these guys. And that right there is what grinds your gears. So you see, when they tell you about baseball and these top teams and all that. In baseball, just because you're good doesn't mean you're going to win or make profit. And I always tell you guys, in my opinion, baseball is a individual team, like individual game. This is not a team sport. Hence, but we bet as betters and cappers cap it as a team sport. So you look like, for example, you're looking at this game and you're like, Philly should win. We all know who Philadelphia is, whether or not we know the players. You can name one player on Philly, right? You have Marsh, uh, Harper, all these people. They were even at the All Star. Like they were even holding their. They were even at the All Star in their stadium. Then you go to Minnesota and you're like, who the hell is in Minnesota? Even their top player is out, right? Like they have what Brox Boxton, he's back, but who is these guys missing? Turner. That's about it. Nobody's really missing nothing. But these guys are out here playing baseball. They're doing what they need to do, and you can't take that away from them. So let me tell you guys something. Philly beat these guys 9-1. They had the makeup game 7-1. From my understanding, what Philly's trying to do, they're trying to just if Philly wins, they win by margin. If Philly loses, they lose by margin. I will look at the over in this, over 8, over 9. Try to get the 8, shop around. Sometimes I see it going to 9, so try to get the 8, but that's where I'm going. I'm going over 8, 8.5. STL and the the Cubbies, Dobbins, and Cabrera. I want to see how much money you lost with the Cubs. Oh man. Oh fuck. No, this is an interesting one. So STL is 62 and 61. So they're literally like one game above 500, right? And you're up $673 betting STL. That's impressive. And they're one game above 500. So they basically go back and forth in losses. You know what I mean? And you're up damn near $700. That's good. I'm gonna put that in perspective. They're one game above 500. They're up 673, 700. Chicago is 20 games above 500, and they're winning up $800. If you're thinking, how does this make sense? It's the lines, what they put them at. So Chicago is mostly favorites when they play, and they tend to win, but they also lost as big favorites. So you lose money on juice. See what I'm saying? Juice basically is paying to get 100. So if for me to get $100 on Chicago, when everybody has a feeling or knows Chicago's gonna win, they might tell me I have to pay $150 to make $100. You understand what I'm saying? So I give them 150 so I can make 100. If I give them 100, I don't make 100. You see what I'm saying? So some games, Chicago was probably at like 300. So I have to pay them $300 to make $100, and then they lose. So that's high juice. And when you start paying prices like that and not getting rewarded, that's a loss. you're gonna have to that people are gonna start doing parlays and all because you're down too much. Like you're down $300 when you're trying to make one. Now you lose. Now you're scrambling, right? So as you go, these little things like that, you'll understand why the sports books are making money because people get caught like that, and now they're forever down because now they're chasing the bet. They're chasing, right? Now they're pissed. How can this happen? All that, but all that saying, this was the game. My man, Joshua Boz, he did his history, and that's the only thing I like in there. I will look at him again. I will look at him again. Make sure he's pitching. Let's see. Make sure he's the starting lineup. And as long as he's starting, well, as long as he's playing, I got him. You know, and that's what we're doing here. Preview. Let's see lineups. Yeah, yeah. He'll be playing. I got him. I got him, and I got him above the total bases. So total bases, I got him over 1.5. I think he gets that again, and why not? He hot. He hot. He hot. Texas, Texas, Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas, they say. Hmm. You hear the Texas man? Well, I don't know about all you people in Texas. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but apparently, your Texas governor is trying to put you guys to jail for weed gummies and this shit. Fuck, that's crazy. Saying no weed, no THC, no nothing. You better make sure that shit's medical use. And like a gram, give you like 5 years or some shit. You get caught with an ounce, you're never coming back out of jail for the rest of your life. That's some wild shit, in my opinion. But hey, where are we gonna go with this? So Texas 5-3. We have now these two teams are losing teams. Texas, if you bet them every game, you're down $611. For athletics, if you bet them every game, I think the highest number we said all day, you're down $2,234. Fuck, fuck. And now let's say I pick Texas and they lose. You're mad. Cause it's like you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't, right? Cause how you gonna do this? This is crazy. You damned if you do, you damned if you don't. Look at these numbers. Okay. Game one, Texas after a win. Okay. They're 10-10. So you don't even know if they're gonna win or not. Game two, Texas after a win. They're 8-12. Wow. Game three after a win. So basically Texas only wins the game one and game four. Okay. A lot athletics after a loss in game one, they're 10-6. After a loss in game two, they're 12-14. After a loss, bruh, this is ridiculous. Wow, this is gambling, right? You have to pick Texas. Lopez against Bradford on the mound. Two lefties. Over unders. Damn, this is a under, man. I have to go with the under in this one. Under 9. San Francisco versus Colorado. Mm. San Fran having trouble with these guys. San Fran been having trouble. Actually, San Fran been having trouble. Period. They're minus 16, $1,686 so far in the season. You know what's crazy? Ma- These numbers that you're down. Imagine you're betting two teams that down like this. You're actually down like 5 G's and shit. Imagine putting parlays. Imagine you're making parlays and you have these games, like these teams on it. San Fran is 51 and 72, bro. Under they're 20 games under 500. Colorado is 49 and 74. That's the same shit. Colorado has more losses than these guys, and Colorado only has you down $230. That's reasonable for Colorado because they were big underdogs. And so there was at a point, maybe last week or 2 weeks ago, you were up with Colorado. San Fran, if you're betting San Fran, you are not winning. This is absurd. Holy shit. I can't bet, bro. You can't even put these these teams in a parlay. You have to be so certain with these teams. You can't even put these teams in a parlay. And everybody tells me I'm crazy when I tell them nowadays you can't bet money lines. Why is that? They ask me. Because it doesn't matter what the price is. Money lines is equivalent to heads and tails. It's 50-50. I don't give a shit what the money, if it says minus 300 or minus 400. It's not true. Because the way I'm looking at it, if it says minus 300, it means if they played this shit 3 times, right, they would win. They would win three out of the 10 times they're winning. Okay, so three, they win three, they lose the one, they win three, lose the one, win three, so on and so forth. So every like fourth game, they will lose. Okay, so you break that down, that's 5 games they play, they win three. That's winning the series. That's why you're favorite, right? But these teams are favored like this and losing all 3 games. Like, what do you do with that if you're losing all 3 games? When you like, it's I don't know what to tell you guys. You guys have to write that in the comment section or something to show like how to do that because how are you betting that? How are you even placing that in the like it makes no sense. It makes it's it's crazy. But San Fran and Colorado, two shit teams. I understand why they pick an underdog. There's only way to pick an underdog. But I can't I can't bet on these games. These games right here is untouchable and I can't bet them at all. LA, KC, and I don't know if you guys know this, like honestly, like I do see the pictures, but the pictures, does it really matter? Does it really matter? Noah Cameron against Johnson. Okay. Both teams bad again. So we're getting to the bad section of the MLB. Okay. The bad section of the MLB. You're both down over 1,500. One you're down. So KC you're down $2,000, 2,147. LA you're down 1,600. Okay. Who's basically the trend here is is pick the one who got plus money. So whoever is the underdog, that's the trend. But KC is trying to win their first World Series in almost 3 months. They haven't won a World Series in 3 months. Holy shit, this is crazy. This is their best chance they're gonna have. In 10 games, Angels only beat them 3 times. One yesterday, one September in 2025, and one in September 2025. That is sick. But KC basically dominates this. Noah Cameron, he usually goes between 5 to 6 innings. He won all innings. He all so far he has a winning record against the Angels. Okay, he has a winning record against the Angels. So Johnson, let's see this guy. How is he against the KC though? Like I'm not looking to pick him. I'm not looking to pick Johnson. Ryan Johnson, I'm not looking to pick him at all, at all, at all, at all. The last games we played, everything was under. Everything was under. He's a good pitcher, 6 point some shit ERA, but he played Texas under. He played Baltimore. He held Baltimore down 4 innings, 4 innings, 4 innings. He held Detroit down. He got lit up by San Fran, and he got lit up by Milwaukee. Okay, okay, so he hasn't played these guys yet, so they're gonna be able to. So he could throw some stuff they haven't seen, which is why I'm liking the under in this game. But at plus money, at plus money, they have KC basically. It's almost even. -1 at plus money. You take KC, them they're 3-1 to get KC to win. I like KC here to be honest with you. I wouldn't pick LA. Yeah, I like KC here. It's unfortunate they're favorites though. If they weren't favorites, well, yeah. If they weren't favorites, it would be more bang for your buck. But with Noah Cameron on the mound and Noah Cameron, he's pretty solid against these guys. He does what he needs to do, and there's not really why I shouldn't, And with the sweep in mind too, yeah. The only way I'll look at it, I like KC to come in here and do what they do best. Not lose. That's what they do best, but at least try to salvage this. Like this is worth well in a situation. They have identical basically yeah, they have identical things, identical records. LA wins this is gonna be 50, 75, 50, 75 for KC. So I think KC gets their first road series win in 3 months. Then you have the game of the night, but I know a lot of you that weren't expecting this, but it's time to expect it. So, Milwaukee Brewers against the Dodgers. Milwaukee brought out their ace, Mr. Roski. Okay, he went 6 innings. He held Dodgers to 1 run. Dodgers had their ace, Yamamoto. Okay, he held them to 1 run, and they came out to win. Then the Brewers brought out some dude Daron, and Dodgers brought out some dude Sasaki. Them dudes were just people just to play. Like, let's see who's gonna play whatever. The Brewers came out on top. Now we got a game where the over in the last 10 was only twice. This is a dead under again. This is a dead under again. Okay, let me give you guys one. Dodgers is an under team. Okay, yes, they're a high power team. They can hit and all that, but they have good pitchers. They have good players. And what shows up most in baseball when you're nice is defense. If you're able to get in the good position when the person is hitting the ball, you're able to catch it all down. Like there's a saying, like the hitting will come as long as you make sure you're at the right spots, you make the right catches, you play hard, you play right, you make the right plays, you play good defense, and your pitcher's on point. Most likely you're going to come out and win this because the hitting you're bound to hit. Eventually you're going to hit. The question is, what type of hit are you going to get? A single, a double, a triple, or a home run? And your major leagues, you could get a home run. You know what I mean? So in these situations with this out, they brought out their ace. They showed Dodgers, hey, we're gonna be playing. So it's time to bring out Scooble. So Scooble got is coming off his first home win with his new team. Now he's settled in. Let's see what he can do. Is Scooble? I think. Let me be honest with you guys. I think this is obviously a Dodgers win, but more importantly for you guys that like to get some real juice, okay, I would go. I would go 6, 9, 12, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Dodge for Scooble to go 7 innings. Okay, Scooby to do 7 innings. I don't think he's gonna allow. I think he'll walk two. I think Scuba walks two people plus money. Well, yeah, I think Scuba walks two people and Logan Henderson walks two people. So how would you be able to put both of them? Yes, exactly, exactly. You would put Scuba for two. You would put Henderson for two, right? You're also gonna put the pitchers out because I think honestly both of them stay in this for a while. So the pitchers out at 18 and 16, both of them to get to the seventh inning. I think this is gonna be a pitchers duel for real. Under first five, under first three. What is it? So under first three, yeah, under first three, you got it at two, right? Under first five, you get that four, or you can even take three for all you risky people. You could take, well, it's plus money for the over in the first. So you see, they don't think they're gonna score in the first. So they think the first is gonna be a wipe. The third one is shit. Yeah, under one, under two. That's where I'm going. That's where I'm going with this. And then the fifth, and then the full game. Well, and what do they have the full game at? 7. Hmm. Yeah, under full game. Under two, first three, under full game. Dodgers, two full pitchers to issue two or more walks. And then you have the last game of this slate. Hunter Brown against the Mariners. Now, oh, we didn't even do the money. Let's do the money. Let's do the money for the Dodgers and the Milwaukee game. Then we'll move on. So, You have two teams, damn near 30 games over 500. Milwaukee has a better record than the Dodgers, 76 to 48. And if you bet Milwaukee each game, you're up 816 bucks. If you bet Dodgers each game, you're down $772. It's like a switch. Like they have the same winning record though, but that shows Dodgers was priced at more expensive than Milwaukee has been. And if you look at both of them are under teams. 57 and 67 for the Dodgers and 52 and 69 for Milwaukee. So Milwaukee is more of an under team than the Dodgers. Hmm, hmm. Yeah, dead under for sure. Dead under. Skull and bones, skull and bones, skull and bones. Now, Seattle, Houston, Seattle, Houston. Bruh. Oh man. Yeah. So the last game we got this, yeah. Yeah, it's just people at my house. We good. We good. We good. We good. We good. Yeah, Seattle against Houston we got. Okay. And Houston not really good against these guys. And Houston, but Seattle is minus. Wow. With the money on Houston, minus $2,220. Okay. You got, there's no way we could pick Seattle. There's no way. Seattle's a losing proposition. They don't even know if they want to go over or under. It's 59, 59. They're 50-50 on the over under. They lose money and they're not a winning, like it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Houston 63 and 61. Yeah, you have to pick Houston and their favorite. So they're gonna get you guys. They're gonna get you guys by playing with Seattle at the plus money. But Seattle's not a good plus money. They're not a good proposition here. Okay. Mm-mm. So yeah, we have to finish that. Mm-mm. So yeah. Okay. Okay. So good. So like I said, we're gonna get Dodgers and we're gonna get Seattle. We're gonna get Dodgers. We're gonna get Seattle, and we're gonna get the Cardinals. And those are gonna be the plays. And we're gonna go to the WNBA. So the WNBA, some crazy plays, yo. I'm telling you, some crazy plays. But yesterday was a losing proposition, which was whatever. It happens. But you have three games today. You got the Atlanta, Indiana. You got Chicago, Seattle, and you got Phoenix and Portland. So let's start it off. Atlanta, Indiana. How are we gonna start this? Let's start this off, man. Let's start this. Bless. So Atlanta, Indiana, favored by two. Basically, this is the rivalry we all been waiting for. Caitlin Clark against Angel Reese. That's your favorite shit. Caitlin Clark against Angel Reese. And the last three, Angel Reese came out on top with their team. You know what's the mismatch with this is that the Indiana doesn't have enough big women for this. Atlanta, all the women are huge, so they get the second chance buckets and all that. So that's the difference right there, and that's why it's a serious mismatch. You also have Atlanta at home. Atlanta doesn't lose at home. Indiana, they do more for the refs. They're not gonna get the calls in Atlanta. We're just gonna keep it there. The identical spreads, identical as the spread in Indiana does better, but both of them are over teams. They don't play good defense. The record is identical. Hmm. Like I said, I do like Atlanta here. Atlanta's been playing against some garbage competition. This is going to be a step up in competition. Indiana, they played what? Dallas, New York, Chicago. They blew out each of these guys. Atlanta, they the only tough team they actually played was Washington, and they lost against Washington. They beat Toronto and Connecticut. So both of these teams haven't really played anybody. I'm gonna have to look for that. Oof, shit, plus money like that. Let me tell you guys something. Yeah, I guess yeah. I'll have to pick Atlanta. I'll have to pick Atlanta. There's no other way. I have to pick Atlanta for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. I I see in like Aaliyah Boston assists and rebounds. We'll look for that at 11. She's at 12. So yeah, I plus money on Aaliyah Boston to be the only big person to do it. I would look at Clayton Clark under her assists and rebounds and Angel Reese to just dominate the boards. Angel Reese over her assists and rebounds. The person I'm looking to get though, like the team to win, I'm looking for ATL to handle business. I don't think they're gonna lose this game. I really don't think they're gonna lose this game. So I like ATL here in this spot. You have Chicago, Seattle Storm. Hmm. Chicago and Seattle Storm. So a lot of people were on Seattle the last game against Portland, and they were favored. Let me tell you something. Anytime these shit teams are favored, you bet against them. So if if the shit team is favored, you don't bet the shit team to win, man. You bet the other side. Even if they win, you bet the other side. Because like these guys beat Chicago, right? Seattle beat Chicago, then became favorites against Portland. Chicago, this is a revenge spot. Chicago, I don't see Chicago losing this. But then again, fuck. Seattle has their number though. Seattle beats up on these guys the real way. So I'm gonna have to respectfully pass on this one. Maybe the over. They're both over teams. One is at 18-18, one's 20-13. So basically they're both trending to the over. 176 doesn't look anything too big for them. The last time they played, it went over 97-88. Why wouldn't it go over now? So I like the over here. And the last game Phoenix against Portland. Hmm. If Phoenix is favored, as they are, and the line was at 5, now it went to 4, I'm taking Portland. Why does Phoenix feel that they should be favored at anything? Portland has the same record as that. Okay. And both of these guys are in a must win. Kel- Kelsey Plum is out. Come on. Kelsey Plum not playing, he can't play Portland. You have Alyssa Thomas and Dewana Broner. These guys are trash. Like, I like the Portland roster better than the Phoenix roster. You guys could tell me why you guys like them better, but I like Portland roster better than the Phoenix roster, and that's okay. That's okay. But I'm gonna take Phoenix, while the Portland Fire plus the points at 5. Some places still have it at 5. Right? You could just shop around that. Most of these fours, but people still have it at 5. And I'll take Portland money line. I think Portland is gonna win this game. To be honest with you, look at the standings, right? So the top four make the playoffs. The top four make the playoffs, right? So if the top four make the playoffs, I mean, or the top five, one, two, three, four, five, one, two, three, four, five. Yeah, yo, Phoenix is right under Portland. If Portland loses this, they're gonna have to talk to Phoenix. They in Phil, yeah, like Seattle is really in the bottom. Portland, Chicago is really in the bottom too. So Portland has a better record than Seattle, LA, Phoenix, Toronto, Connecticut, and Chicago. If Portland does not win this game, they're fucked. Because now they're playing with all these bums. Portland wins this game. Now they're it's not guaranteed, but it's damn near guaranteed. You understand what I'm saying? So give me Portland in this game. Let's go on to the best bets. So the best bets here, number one is Portland money line. I like Portland money line in the WNBA, and in baseball, my best bet will be shit. I like a lot, but in baseball, my best bet will be Toronto. No, fuck. Honestly, I'll give you two best bets in baseball: Chicago White Sox and Toronto. So those are three piece. I give you a three pack there, a trio. Toronto, White Sox, and Portland Fire. You can even add Atlanta there, but that's like I'm trying to get money here. So Atlanta and WNBA. Two piece parlay there, or 1-on-1, whatever, you get your money back. You know what I mean? You guys know what it is. Hit that like button, subscribe, and yo, I'm gonna be back a little later on talking about some shit, seeing what's going on around the world. And there's games tomorrow, so I'm gonna come back. We chop it up. For sure, we got news. That's what we do here. We're gonna give you guys the bets, give you guys news around the way, some videos, some highlights. Check out some games going on. You have the Baltimore game going on right now. Look at that. It's a dead under. What did I tell you guys about that game? That game is going on right now. I told you guys Tampa Bay is fair, but I don't know. Can't trust them. I look at the under. Dead under right now is tied in the top of the fourth. What can we say? What can we say? Well, what I'm going to tell you guys though, I'll be back. Hit that like, subscribe, share it to your friend if he owe you money, make you some bread, and I'll see you guys later, man. Thank you guys for watching. We out. Peace.